G'day folks, how's it going? I'm Rob and I review stuff. So today we've got something just a little bit different in terms of a beer review. I'm actually going to be doing a selection of beers. I've got 4 beers here and they're all from the James Squire range produced by the Malt Shovel Brewery in New South Wales. Now, James Squire, it's a little bit of a divisive beer, I tend to find, online throughout the forums in terms of, well, it's produced by the Malt Shovel Brewery, okay, so, and they're owned by the Lion Group, who own a bunch of different um, beer producing companies in Australia as well as New Zealand. And Lion, in turn, is owned by Kirin, who's a Japanese brewery. So these beers tend to be a bit divisive in the craft beer community in that, well, can they really be considered a craft beer? And I guess some people just sort of turn their nose up at them and say, oh, well, they were a lot better 10, 15 years ago, back in the day when they were doing their own thing, and now they're just a part of this giant conglomerate who's just producing this sort of slap a crafty label on it and just send it out based on the reputation and will make some quick money off it. But in my point of view, I would say that, look, James Squire, it definitely has a place in the craft beer range. Now, these beers that I'll be reviewing today, they actually came in a mixed carton. I think it was called the James Squire Explorer pack or something like that, and you get 4 different 6 packs. So I'll just run through the beers now. So you got the summer ale, which is called the Swindler. So that's that guy there. You get the pale ale, the 150 lashes. That guy there. You also get the Chancer Golden Ale. That one there. And last but not least, you get the Hop Thief, which, and even this beer itself, it's a bit divisive in terms of, well, this is the 8th iteration of the Hop Thief range. And what James Squire do is, it's an American pale ale. Every year they will change the recipe up and put in 2 different types of hops. So the 8th iteration's got the Crisco and Cascade hops in it, where previously had Galaxy and Mosaic and on and on and on it goes. And even people say, oh, the 7th iteration was better than the 8th one, and the 5th one was better, and blah blah blah. But look, I like good beer. I don't care where it's from. If it's from CUB, Company United Breweries, if it's from Coopers, if it's from James Squire, or if it's from the 2 guys out in a shed brewing it up. I don't care. I don't care about the label. If it's from a supermarket, whatever. If it's good, I'll drink it. So we've got 4 James Squire's beers here, and I'll just quickly run through them with you now, just to give you an idea. And I really do feel that James Squire has a place in that it's a good introductory beer into craft beer. They've got a lot of different styles and they're reasonably priced. You can usually pick up a carton of most of their beers. They've got others besides those. They've got a porter, an amber ale, pilsner. So they've definitely got the range covered. So and I tend to find that the James Squire's beers, they tend to be purchased by people who they're not really into beer, but it looks crafty, it looks microbrew, and it tends to be the beer that if you know someone who likes beer but you don't know much about beer yourself, it might be the beer that you'll pick up for them as a present because it's reasonably priced, looks crafty enough. So yeah, I'll just get them a slug of that. I'm sure they'll be happy. And even the 150 Lashes Pale Ale, it ranked quite high in the last craft brewery awards. I think it was like in the top 5 in Australia. So it's definitely look, they've got some nice beers. So let's stop blabbing. Let's start drinking. So we'll run these down in order of what I would call intensity or flavor profile, easiness to drink, if that's a term you can use. So we'll start off with the summer ale, the Swindler. So this is meant to be, you know, a nice easy drinking ale. Just chuck it down during summer at a barbecue, and it's definitely a newer style of beer. It's come up in the last few years. You know, Mountain Goat have got a summer ale. James Squire obviously has a summer ale. Feral Brewing's got a summer ale. So it's definitely, you know, it's a lighter sort of pale ale, easy to drink. So 4.2 alcohol on the summer ale. And what else can I tell you? 345 ml, so you're getting, you know, 15 more mil for your money. And it's even got nutritional information. All the Lion beers tend to have this nutritional information on it. Let's get it open into the glass. Let's see how the Swindler Summer Ale goes from James Squire. I'll just do a little bit. I've got 4 beers to do. I'm only doing it 1 glass. I'm not cleaning 4 glasses. Can't be bothered with that business. So yeah, clear as a crystal. And yeah, not much of a head on that one. Probably because I haven't really poured that much. And looks medium bodied on the carbonation. Let's give it a smell. Very faint aroma. I'm getting a bit of passion fruit, maybe peach. It's a very faint aroma, very citrusy, but it's faint. Very sweet smelling. Definitely a sort of passion fruit peach aroma. Let's give it a taste. Yeah, look, that's just a very easy drinking beer, this one. Maybe a touch watery. It's very, very slight malt character and little to no bitterness to speak of. But you're still getting that faint sort of passion fruit, stone fruit taste to it. So, look. Yeah, mid-level on the carbonation, but mid to low. But look, very easy drinking beer. Definitely one you can session at a barbecue, which is exactly what it's intended to be. So look, if you want an easy drinking beer, you just, you know, chuck a few down with your mates at a barbie or whatever, or at a party. Give that one a look. So we'll just go on to the next one here. This is the Pale Ale, 150 lashes. 4.2% again. Alcohol by volume. So this one's going to be a bit more flavoursome, you would think. Let's get this guy into the glass. The 150 lashes Pale Ale. Set that one down. Okay. More of a slightly golden colour on that one. But still, yeah, clear as a window. See right through that. And I'd expect that for all the beers. They're all going to be filtered from the James Squire range, you would imagine. Let's give it a smell. Definitely getting a lot more of a malt character than this one. Not a whole lot more. And definitely starting to get a bit more grassy notes coming through. Maybe a bit grapey as well on the nose. Well, it's even probably say the summer ale's got more of an aroma than the pale ale, surprisingly. But you can definitely taste, or smell at least, it's got a bit more malt character to it. So let's give this guy a taste. A lot more malt character. But again, this is a very easy drinking beer. Not as carbonated. It's quite low on the carbonation. And yeah, maybe just a touch more bitterness, but not a whole lot more. Again, a very easy drinking beer. Yeah, it's got a bit more body to it, but the finish, yeah, little, well, virtually no bitterness to speak of. Very easy drinking beer. So that's the 150 lashes. So we'll move on to the Chancer. This is the Golden Ale, which I'm going to say is going to have a lot more malt character, being a typical, it's supposed to be an English style of Golden Ale. Excuse me. So this one's 4.5% alcohol by volume. Same bottle size, 345 ml. And you can just tell straight away looking at that colour, rich golden colour in the Golden Ale, as opposed to like that light sort of straw kind of colour we've had with the other two. And again, very little carbonation, very little as far as I can see. Let's give it a smell. And this is a lot more of an aroma. Very sweet, biscuity, malty aroma. And that's all you're really getting. Maybe a bit of orange. But yeah. Worlds apart from the previous two, the Pale Ale and the Summer Ale. So if you like your more malty style of beer, perhaps this one will be the way to go if you're looking at a James Squire. Let's give it a taste. A lot more rich tasting in this one. Definitely getting that big sort of biscuity caramel taste, but very malty, maybe a bit of orange again, and again just a touch more bitterness again than the Pale Ale. But definitely one. Well, you could have a few of these, but if you're not big on the malt character in a beer, perhaps this will be one to stay away from. It is quite strong in that malt taste, which it is quite nice, but not one to sort of slam down. A bit more the savour in this one. But a totally different style from the last two. Not much hop, very little hop character to speak of, and very sort of bold in the malt character. But yeah, little to no bitterness at all on that one. So we'll move along to our last one here, the Hop Thief American Pale Ale. Having the Crystal and Cascade hops, 5% on this one, alcohol by volume. Same bottle size again, 345 ml. So we'll get this guy into the glass. Excuse me. Now I haven't had any of the other Hop Thief iterations. This is the first one I've had. Glass. Okay, so similar to the last one in terms of the colour. Again, crystal clear. And yeah, very little head to speak of. I'm not doing a full pour on this one. But yeah, crystal clear. It's got that, not quite as rich in colour as the Golden Ale, but still you're getting that sort of nice, sort of light amber orangey colour. Let's give it a smell. And this one's definitely got the most hoppy aroma, as you would expect. You're definitely getting that sort of citrus, passion fruit aroma. Bit of orangey as well. Very tropical. But again, not a huge aroma, not something that's going to knock your socks off, but it is very pleasant. Alright, last beer, we've got the Hop Thief. Let's give this guy a try. And that's a nice beer. It's got a good malt character to it. And a really nice sort of tangy bitterness right at the end. You're getting those nice sort of passion fruit citrus notes on there as well. So I would say that's a good sort of combination for more or less of the Chancer. Not as malty as the Chancer, the Golden Ale, but it's got that nice sort of malty character, and then right at the end you're getting that nice hop flavour. But again, look, it's very easy to drink. Not very high on the carbonation at all, and the bitterness, it is there, but it's very, very low. Oh, yeah, very little bitterness to speak of. All right, so in summary, what can I say about James Squire? Well, these are like the core four beers that they produce. Obviously, you know, they've got a Pilsner as well. They've got an Amber Ale. They've got a Porter as well. But these will be like the main four, the bulk sellers of their range. Excuse me. That's what happens when you drink four beers in a row. But they are a good sort of entry level craft beer, if I can call it that, to really just to get you into it, and sort of they're not gonna blow your socks off in terms of the flavors, but what they do have is they've got, you know, a variety in the range. In terms of, you know, they've got the summer ale, which is very easy drinking. Got the pale ale, which again, sort of like a level up on that, still very easy drinking. You've got a Chancer, which has got really good malt character to it, and then you've got the Hop Thief, which is the American pale ale, which is a good malty beer, as well as having a good hop character to it as well. Very reasonably priced, around sort of 50-52 for a carton of these guys, so you could generally pick up anywhere, you know, at Dan Murphy's or First Choice or wherever you choose to go. So look, definitely got a place in terms of in the craft beer area. So if you're looking to get into it, maybe try some James Squire beers and then see where that takes you. So we'll wrap up this video now. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.